I think it's Holy Grail Band on Instagram as well. Or you can go to our website, holygrailofficial.com. And then Huntress is Huntress Kills on Twitter. My handle on Twitter and Instagram is Alien Satan, which is it's kind of all the letters of my name mixed up somehow spell Alien Satan, which is weird.
Oh wow!
So
I
there's
guess
that.
Does.
Yeah. You can hit us up on Facebook. We're trying to get better at that again. We're not too pumped on Facebook right now, but as I'm sure many bands have told you, where they like charge you to like post basically. So but definitely hit us up, or you can send us messages on Facebook as well.
Awesome. Well, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the show, and thanks for being here, Eli. And again, new albums come out, new stuff that's going on in the world of Eli Santana or the rest of the guys on Holy Grail. We'd love to have you back on the show. But again, thanks for being here. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, man. This is a blast.
All right, cool. Thanks, Eli.
Hey, this is Steve Conan. You're listening to According to Metal. Turn it up.
That was awesome. Eli Santana joining us here on According to Metal. And again, like I said, this is a podcast, so you could pause this at any time. This isn't live. If you haven't heard Times of Pride and Peril yet by Holy Grail, pause this now. Leave, listen to it, then come back. It's okay. It's really okay. Incredible album you need to check out. The first perfect score ever given here on According to Metal, and rightfully so. And again, Ride the Void and Crisis in Utopia aren't, slouches either, but man, their last stuff is just amazingly stuff. And I can't wait to hear what the future holds for those guys. And what's funny about guests on this show is every single guest we've had on According to Metal has been interesting or friendly or funny. And Eli was all three of them. Just an awesome guest to have. One of my favorite interviews we've done. And so glad that he was on the show. And again, we pride ourselves on getting some really cool guests here on According to Metal. More to come. Biv behind the scenes is kicking some ass and getting some great guests for us to talk to and for you to hear what their bands are doing. But that's going to put the finishing touches on this episode of According to Metal. Again, thank you so much to Eli Santana from Holy Grail joining us here on the program. Also, we did reviews earlier in the show. We talked Devildriver, Black Fate, as well as Grand Magus. We talked the latest in metal news. We wanted to get your thoughts on Babymetal. We had Biv's Best Band You Never Heard Of, Elven Path. I mean, we just covered so much stuff here on the show. And I know we have a lot of new listeners to the program, and we're getting more and more listeners. Every single podcast we put out there is getting more and more listens, which we can't thank you enough for doing that. But I know a lot of our listeners are hearing it through Facebook shares or, links here or there. The best way that you can make sure you not only get every episode of According to Metal, which comes out every other Friday, but to also get, our interviews and things we send out as kind of separate podcasts, just little snippets, little excerpts here or there, is to subscribe to the podcast, whether it's on iTunes, whether it's on SoundCloud, on Stitcher, on Spreaker, basically the podcatcher of your choice, we're on there. Make sure you subscribe so you don't get left behind. You don't have any episodes of According to Metal goodness that you may miss. So make sure you do that, and thank you so much for listening to our show. We really, really appreciate it. Share it with a friend. Share it with a fellow metalhead. Have them become According to Metalheads just like you already are. We'll be back very, very soon with another episode here of According to Metal. But until then, stay heavy and stay metal. See ya.
You can follow According to Metal on Twitter at ATMetalPod. And stay in touch with the guys by liking the According to Metal Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com/According to Metal and click like.